Hi friends and welcome to my channel. So today a client of mine messaged me and gave me a topic that she would want to see a video on, and I thought that this is a topic which a lot of people would want to know about, and that's why I'm making a video on that. And I could quickly make notes about it and I could quickly share it because there's a lot of download that I already have from my guides about it, so I could share the video quickly. And that doesn't mean that other people who have sent me requests about making some videos, I'm not working on them. I'm working on them, but I have very limited time in my hand, so at times I have to kind of wait for the downloads, wait for the go ahead from my guides, and at times I need to make notes so that I don't miss anything. So that is why some videos take a little more time than others. So I'm going to cover all of the things that you want me to cover. And inner child, I'm going to make that video very soon, maybe like in a day or two. I have little homework to be done on that, and after that I will make that video. Okay, so today's video I'm going to talk about how do you identify if your soul is an old soul or a new soul or an average soul, and what difference does it make. So why do you need to identify that, and are all old soul wise, and are all old souls positive? So we are going to cover that. Before we begin the video, let's just take out one card for you guys. So guides, angels jumped in my lap. See, this is the card that came in the Hindi video as well. This is the card of justice. This is the card to be fair. The card says that at times we get into that zone where we are like a pendulum between what is right, what is wrong, who's truth, who's untruthful, what is happening, what is not happening. So we become that pendulum. We kind of keep swinging between the things, but at the same time we need to know that the truth or the justice always happens. The nature has its own way to make us go through that juggling, ultimately to get the reality out, to get the real truth out. Universe or the cosmos or the source is never unfair to anyone, and whatever is happening because it is going to help in getting a fair result out. So that is why, guys, have faith. Don't worry if there is any kind of situation that you're facing in your life right now, where you are juggling between things, where you're juggling between truth and what is untrue, where you're juggling between finding out the reality, or where you're juggling between that how your life is not how you want it to be, and it is not fair, or life is not fair to you. Believe me, life is absolutely fair. Whatever you are doing, you're meant to do that because it is connected to your learning. And ultimately, if you focus on truth, if you focus on yourself, if you go with the flow of situations that are in front of you in your life, accepting them, everything will ultimately give you fair result. The miracles will definitely happen, and everything is because ultimately justice, everything brings in justice ultimately. So don't have to be worried or negative about any situation. I think I need to read a little about it from the book, because the card again kind of like something is telling me I need to read about it from the book. I know I've already read this card. A lot of you would have already heard about the message this card has, but I am going to again reiterate that message to you guys. So this is card number, just give me 1 second, card number 38. Okay, so this card says balance, justice, a need to consider options, mutual benefit, and law of cause and effect. Life offers experiences that are challenging and experiences that are nourishing, yet over time they strike a balance. You move between from status to doing, to discovering, to loving, to letting go, and begin again. Life is a pendulum swinging between all these states. You'll always oscillate back and forth between doing and being. If you're not content with where you are at this moment, remember that all experiences have their place. Accept them without judgment, and you will see how universe adjusts in perfect balance. You reap what you sow. For every cause there is an effect. Wondrous things will be revealed now. That is why, guys, if there is any question in your mind about truth, untruth, justice, lie, or whatever, the card here is also surrender negative belief. So whatever is the question in your mind, know that whoever does what always gets the result of it. You need not to be judgmental about your life or about anybody's life. have faith, move forward with faith. Okay, so just let's just talk about the souls now. The souls, first of all, I would want to request you guys to get more clarity, to watch the series on the souls that I have. It's the Souls Journey playlist. I'm going to add the link here in the description box. So watch that series. It will give you a lot of answers about what is our journey as a soul. And if I talk about old souls, so basically souls are new souls. There are new souls that come into the being, or there are old souls which are again going through the cycle of birth and rebirth. The whole process is happening because every soul needs to learn, and the learning is because we need to get to moksha, or we need to be one with the divine, with the source, and that is why this whole birth and rebirth situation happens. So the souls take many births and rebirths because they want to go through this cycle and they want to attain moksha. Now, what I mean by moksha, there is already a video on my channel about moksha that will help you understand what I mean by moksha when I'm talking in reference with the soul. But that is why the souls kind of take rebirth over and over again, and that is why there are old souls who are very, very close to that moksha, who are very, very close to that learning. Now, how does a soul learn? The souls learn through problems on the planet Earth that they face, and that is why the souls take rebirths on planet Earth, because planet Earth is the planet which has most challenging situations, and the more challenging the situations are, the better the learning of the soul is, and the more the chances of the soul is to kind of grow and be one with the source. Okay, so now how do you identify if you are an old soul or a new soul? Now for old soul, because I'm going to talk about how do you identify if you are an old soul. If you are not an old soul, then for sure you are a soul who is either a new soul or an average soul. I'm also going to cover one point which is about the souls which are not very old but not very new as well. Okay, so the first criteria of an old soul is the circle that soul has, and the circle doesn't mean that you have a lot of relatives or friends. Initially that could be that, but at the same time, the older the soul is, the larger the circle that soul has, and in that circle there will be many people who know that person, but that person will not know them. So in a way, because the soul has taken many rebirths, it has actually connected with many other souls, many other people, and all those souls, when they are reincarnating over and over again, and this soul is reincarnating over and over again, the cycle, the circle that soul has becomes stronger and bigger. And that is why you will see old souls, they will have larger circle of people around them. Now you can put these old souls into some criterias, like for example, if you see politicians, they have a lot of people around them, a lot of people know them, but they might not know everybody. Second, people who are into media, who are into glamour, who are into Bollywood, now these are also old souls. Now here I'm not saying that all the old souls are awakened, so wait for the end of the video to understand that why I'm taking these names. Third, people who are connected to divine. So you will see gurus, guides, light workers, spiritual people. They're connected to a lot of people. They are guiding a lot of people. They are definitely absolutely very old souls. There are people who have more connections, like in the sense that they are working into area. For example, they are the owners of big organizations or corporations. There are a lot of people that they're affecting. So they are actually affecting the lives of many people, and that is why they are also an old soul. So these are few criteria where you will see really old souls. So very old souls are usually people who have huge circle, lot of people know them. They might not know everyone who knows them, but a lot of people will know them. Okay, so that is how old souls are. That's one criteria how you identify a very old soul. Now second criteria is that usually they will have inclination towards spirituality and awakening. So usually the old souls, and especially so there are two types of old souls. One which have actually surrendered to negativity and they have killed their soul, so they are completely under the human mind. They will not have this this kind of inclination in them, but the other one is who are actually still soulful. They are still connected to their soul, and they will have an inclination towards awakening, and they will have inclination towards spirituality. They could have been people who are psychic. There could be some people who get visions. So these are usually above like average, that they've taken like more rebirths. Might not be very old soul, but a soul which is going towards that age of that area of an old, that zone of an old soul. So they will have had many rebirths, and that is why they have an inclination towards spirituality or awakening. In a way, we can take our most loving soul, Sushant. He's a soul which is a very, very old soul and very divine, because he's responsible for awakening so many people even after he's gone from this world. So that is why this is how old souls are. They are guides. They are the souls who are in human life. They are some of them, usually they all of them take birth to get on to divinity, but all of them are not able to, under the influence of human mind, they are not able to be on that path. I will cover it in the end why, but if they are, they will be connected with a lot of people, and they will have that interest towards awakening, towards spirituality, towards things like this. Third, they will face a lot of issues and problems in their life. So there will be a lot of problems, but the problems will not be basics. So it's not that they will not have food to eat. It's not that they will not have clothes to wear. They will have basic necessities fulfilled. They might have a lot more than basics in their life, but they will have problems with their relationships. They will have problems with their either their children. They will have problems either with their families, or they will have hallucinations. They will have depression. They will have anxiety attacks. So things like that, things which are internal. So they will have a lot of internal issues to be dealing with. Now, why do old souls have so many internal issues? Because the old souls want to move faster. They don't want to get into this cycle of birth and rebirth over and over again, and that's why they choose humans. They choose the human mind, or to get under a human mind and the circumstances for their life, which are very difficult to cope up with, because the more the difficulties are in internal difficulties, the more the internal difficulties are, the faster the growth is. But at the same time, the more the internal difficulties are, the more chances of you not growing divinely are also there. And that is what happens with a lot of people who are into politics, glam world, media. We see a lot of it, and even people who claim to be spiritual, and awakened, a lot of them are also frauds. Why this happens? Because they have chosen a human mind or a human body, and they have chosen somebody who's very, very like the mind is very, very controlling, and they have the task they have during this life, the lesson they have during this life is to get control over that mind. At times what happens is that, because as a soul we don't remember our lesson when we are born as a human, and this when the person whichever area that person is, that old soul is as a human being, when that person will do first wrong thing, first wrong act, the soul will start to wake up and say, this is wrong, don't do that. You're conscious, that's your soul. So the soul will say, don't do that, that is not right. If the person doesn't listen to it over and over and over again, the soul will shut up. It will go inside. It will never come back again. And that is why these people who indulge into crimes, who indulge into negative activities, bad activities, and people who have huge impact on a lot of people, they are the people who don't have conscience. And we always question them, right? That they don't have any, how do they see themselves in the mirror? People who did so much with Sushant also, how do they see themselves in the mirror? They can, because their soul is dead. Their soul is not saying anything. Their soul is completely inside. The soul has completely given up on the human mind. Human mind is completely overpowering, and they've chosen such bodies, they've chosen such minds which are very, very overpowering, and because they wanted to learn faster. So that is why the old souls, not all of the old souls are wise. Not all of the old souls have wisdom. A lot of old souls are the ones who are actually involved in a lot of negative activities, negative areas. And now that is when this age of Aquarius comes in. The age of Aquarius, this decade that I have said in my last video about Illuminati and the last video about age of Aquarius, this decade that is there is going to clean a lot of it. So this is going to shake a lot of people out of their conscious. They are going to shake a lot of souls that, okay, come back. you have a chance, another chance to learn, you have another chance to move towards positivity. And that is why you see right now there is a lot happening in politics, in Bollywood, in glam world, even with people who claim to be divine and who claim to be like guides and gurus and all of that. A lot of them are getting caught into indulging into negative activities, and they're getting caught, they're getting punished. So this is a time where you are being given that one last chance, that you have a chance, go back to divine, and you can learn your lesson and be one with the divine. So that is why you will see these changes happening, these things unfolding. But at the same time, if you have a great circle, good circle, if you have you have kind of lot of people know you, even teachers for that matter, you know, teachers, doctors, these are guys who connect with a lot of many people in their daily lives, and a lot of them know them, but they don't know everybody. So this is the kind of thing where you are an old soul, and so based on this you can decide if you are an old soul, if you are an average soul, if you are a new soul. And why do you have to decide that? Because accordingly you can accelerate your journey towards connecting with the source. You can actually get motivated to kind of learn your lessons so that you move towards moksha faster. So I hope this video kind of helps you do that and connect with your soul and decide whether you're an old soul or new soul. Also there are souls which are guide souls. Guide souls are going to be the ones who will be guides, who will be there around the world as light workers, as teachers, as doctors, as it can be any area of work, but they are there to connect people with spirituality, connect people with truth, help awaken the people. And that's why Sushant is one of the biggest, like most divine and old and guide soul. So let us take another card for you guys before I close the video. And if you like the video, share it with everyone, press the like button, subscribe the channel if you can, and share the video on your social media if you can. That will help these videos reach many people, and it is the time for awakening, and that's what my task is. So just help me help people. Blow the horn, blow the siren, and help people awaken. So let's see what is the message for you guys. Okay, this is the card that just turned around. Okay, now this is again surprising because in the Hindi video the card that came was 2 of Wands. So number 2 came there as well, and number 2 came here as well. It is 2 of Pentacles. The card is saying that it is important to keep balance. It is important to keep juggling with things as and when they are coming. And I hope that is I believe that that's also related to justice. My daughter has just woken up, she's making noise behind, but I'll just finish this video. So if you're juggling with anything, keep juggling, keep balancing with things. Know that this juggling is going to get over very, very soon. And if you need to juggle with things, it is very important to enjoy them while juggling. Like I always say, that if you're stuck in a traffic jam, you only have 2 options: listen to some music, indulge into some good things, or keep getting frustrated. So that's absolutely your choice. So keep juggling. Something is on the horizon, some solution is coming, it's on its way. We will see the ships coming in very, very soon. And whatever area in your life you're juggling with, whether it is your relationship, whether it is your work, whether it is your spirituality, continue juggling. Very, very soon you will see the results coming up. Rest, I will see you really, really soon with the next video of mine. Till then, take care of yourself. I hope these help you. Thank you so much. Bye bye.